How's it going, people? Bobby here once again. You might know me online as Ironhammer5, and today let's take a look at the clone of the Cabron RDA, and it's the clone by Tobeco. Let's get straight to it. So people, this is how the Tobeco Cabron clone comes in its box. In case you care about the packaging, this is it. It's a box. And then, so we open it up. Inside we have a packet of stuff, spare O-rings, which you're probably going to need, and some more grub screws spare inside there too. And it also comes with, if I can find it, because I've taken it out of there, not that it's that important that you see it, but it comes with a little Allen key too, just in case you were wondering. And then inside the box you have the RDA and some extra drip top tip things. Let me explain. Let's get it all out. If I can get it all out. See, this is the trouble with putting stuff back in its box to review it. I have to try and get it out again. So here it is, guys. The Cabron clone by Tobeco. Bear in mind, this is a clone. The original one is only like $60 or something. It's not that expensive, so I'll definitely give that a consideration if you can afford the original. I would imagine you get a little bit better quality from it, and it's not that expensive for an original, so I think the guy's definitely worth supporting. That said, I have a clone here. Here it is, the Tobeco clone, and I'm going to start on the bottom. It says Compvape, which is the original manufacturers, and it has a serial number on there too, and it has a nice long 510 connection, which is going to be absolutely perfect for using on a hybrid mod should you wish. Then I'm going to attach it to a mod so that I can get it apart. But first of all, let's give you a little look around it. You've got the logo on there with the goat slick underneath, Cabron on the back, and there it all is, with its heat sinks and everything else. So the top cap comes off. We'll have a quick look at the deck before we get into all the top cap kind of stuff. Unfortunately, the clone comes with a copper center post, which may be fortunate for some of you. It may not. You may like that, you may not like that. If you buy the authentic version, it comes with both a copper center post and a stainless steel center post, and you can swap them out. One comment on this one, you might be able to tell. Look at those O-rings, they're all kind of munged up. I said you probably need the spare O-rings, and that's why. Because even after only having this for like a week or so, the O-rings are all destroyed. They were like that after a couple of days, to be fair. It fits very tight on top of those O-rings, and they will get kind of destroyed pretty quickly. So that's a bit of a downside. I'd prefer to see some stronger O-rings that hold up better. I think those red ones that you get on the sub-tank, and then a bunch of other RDAs have started using now, they seem to like be stronger, I've noticed, but I don't know if that's just in my imagination or not, I don't know. So the deck is a standard 3-post design. You get big chunky hex screws on the top, which I prefer. They tighten up really well. These ones do not cut your wires, and on top of that, they hold your wires in down super good, and they don't go anywhere. Then you've got a nice deep drip wire. It's like 5.5 millimeters deep. If you can see down in there, it's pretty super deep. A blue screwdriver for demonstration here, and if you can see, it goes down pretty far. It's pretty deep. What I would say is though, like around the edges here where you've got this big chunky thick part, if they made it a little bit bigger there, you'd get even more juice in there. You get a whole ton of juice in there as it is, but I think they could actually have given you a little bit more space for cotton by making these edge parts around here a little bit more wider maybe, but as it stands, that is quite thick there, and that does make it quite a nice solid chunky base. The heat sinks on the bottom do great for stopping any heat transfer to your mod. That definitely seems to work, and then heat fins on the top do the same for your drip tip as well, although I have seen that getting a little bit warm at times. So let's take a look at the top cap. Here we have, first of all, this pops out like this, and this is your standard 510 drip tip adapter, and it comes with this chunky 510 drip tip too. That fits into the top, and you can put any drip tip you want in there. Then it comes with a wide bore drip top like this, a Delrin one, and that pops straight into there instead of the adapter, and you can have it with a nice chunky white ball cap on there. And then if you want to go all the way out, this top part unscrews, and you can put this drip top on there, which is even more wide. You can see the progression. It goes from small to wider to even wider, and this top cap is really nice and chunky. It's real thick. You can see it's got a slight kind of dome to it as well at the bottom here. It's got like an angle. You can pop that on there, and if I pop that back on the mod for a moment, I think that with that drip top on it, I think it looks the best. It looks awesome like that. I'll show you it with the big drip tip on, just to show you. That's how I've been using it most of all, because while I think that the metal one looks really, really awesome, it's a bit wide for me personally. I don't find it very comfortable. I've been using it like this. That looks just as cool. When you have this one on there, it just looks a bit weird with the black and then the stainless. I've been using a little black Delrin, kind of Derringer style drip tip in mine when I've used it with the 510 adapter, but different people are going to prefer different things, and the best thing about this is that it gives you options. And as ever during my review, there's juice everywhere, all over my hands and all over my mod. That's what happens. So the different drip top caps are cool. I think it looks awesome with the metal one, but it is very, very wide, so some people might not find it very comfortable. To get this back off again, because I don't think I need to take it apart much more, not fully anyway. We can see that the airflow on the sides are giant holes if they weren't closed up. So we have these big kind of like U-shaped airflow holes, which are absolutely massive, and they let out sufficient airflow for sure. And you can see by this there is single coil mode and there is dual coil mode. If I could get it lined up, there we go. There's dual coil, and then it does have a single coil mode too, which is awesome to see. And this part screws down, the top part screws down, and it holds the airflow. So to adjust your airflow, you are going to want to unscrew this a little bit, then you can adjust it. But this does give you some like good options for airflow, because you can have it kind of big, giant, huge like that, which is how I've been using it. You can kind of close it down like this, so you have like a little slit, and then you can also close it all the way down until you have like a hole like this, which is like perhaps a little bit bigger than like the airflow hole on a tugboat V1, maybe a little bit bigger, right? And you could close it down even more than that if you really wanted to, and just have a portion of that hole open. But it makes it quite versatile, because you can have it right closed down with a small tiny little hole with a small tiny little drip tip on top, and close it right down and get some real nice flavour from it. Or you can open it wide up and put this big giant drip top on there and blow some bloody clouds, man, for sure. So there it is, all up close, guys. I think that's about all to show you from that perspective. So let's have a little vape, shall we? So there it was, people, the Cabron clone by Tobeco, and it's a nice RDA. I've been thoroughly enjoying it. Similar to the Bale RDA or Bale RDA, apparently that's how it's pronounced. Somebody corrected me in my comments. Of course, they had to let me know that I said it wrong. Kind of similar to that in a way, though, that it comes with like a big chunky top cap and like a 510 drip tip adapter, so you can do whatever you want with it. The fact you can close the air holes down is very nice indeed for people that don't like the huge airflow. It's just a nice, nothing amazing in any particular regard. Like, it's not like the best flavour Atty you'll ever have, or like maybe not the best cloud Atty you'll ever have, although it has got some real big airflow and it will certainly most certainly do that job. But it's a good versatile all-rounder. It reminds me of the Bale RDA, if that's how he said. Maybe someone's trolling me and that's not how he said. But it reminds me of that in that regard. It's very versatile, it's very solid. Let's have a little vape. So to show you what it can do, I have a 0.15 ohm coil in here. It's 22 gauge. It's the build that you just saw in the close-up. and I'm vaping it at 70 watts. That's where I like it. And it makes some clouds. As you can see, I'm surrounded. Flavour is good, even with this wide drip top and the airflow wide open. At this higher wattage, you still get some nice flavour from it. Personally, I prefer it with this plastic Delrin drip top, the wide one, because it's just more comfortable. It's not so big and chunky. I personally prefer that. Complaints about the quality of it would mostly be that the top cap is quite hard to get off and back on. It went on easy that time, but it's quite hard to get back off again, and that leads to the O-rings being all mashed up very, very quickly. So I wish that fitted a little bit better. I'm not sure if maybe if you get the authentic, maybe it's got better O-rings, maybe the tolerances are a bit better and it will fit a bit nicer. That would be something to check out, I guess, in other reviews of the authentic. But for £13 or whatever I paid for this clone, I'm more than happy with the quality of it. It works. I wish it came with the stainless center post that the other one came with, but it doesn't. So there's not much you can do about that, really. And it's just a solid, nice RDA. I like the look of it, especially with this top cap on. It looks nice. I like the goat. You might not like the goat. I like the goat. And I like the vape too. So I think that's about all to say about it, really. Fairly standard 3-post design dripper, nothing out of this world, lots and lots of options. You can make it do whatever you want it to do, pretty much. And I'm sure many of you would enjoy it as much as I've been doing. I've been vaping it a whole lot. So with that, guys, I will thank you all for watching, and I'll tell you to not forget to subscribe if you'd like to see more of my videos in the future. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram. I'm IronHammer5 on both of those. IronHammer5.com is my website where you can find all my previous videos and sort them by different categories and stuff like that, should you wish. Or just find it on my channel. That's probably easier for some of you guys too. There's options like with this RDA. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. You're all fucking awesome, and that's about it from me. I'll see you all soon. I hope you all take care. Bye bye.